On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 7 catches, 109 yards.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Texans at 7-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about...
First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll look to throw. It's caught downfield by Mechie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be fourth down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a... On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And taken right on the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Right?
Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go with Akers here up the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
White.
Pierce now up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Calvin Ridley from 10 yards out. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league. 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Hearns left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Kill, 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 turn up.
Hey, go steal.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Hearns brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Safety's creeping.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hard throw, incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
No, check that. We're going to Mike this.
Striker, 3-3.
Check back. Check 9. Switch.
Ready, go.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going right back to Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty. Right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Check, smash. Let's go.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
38. Smash. Smash. Go.
On the give, this is Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This is caught by Hearns. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
See what you got.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Ultra. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cam Akers, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Here we go. Flat. 95. Check, Fury. Stay. Cut.
Give to Pierce, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
50 Fury. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. This will be complete to Mechie. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flushed out right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Completes it to Hearns. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Strike. Check, strike.
Shift.
Ready.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Chandler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Ty Chandler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A nice throw. Your quarterback.
And I don't...
Here's Chandler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ty Chandler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL, you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
I'm not so crazy about where they decided to run that play, but I like the play itself because if you continue to run it and show it, you're going to create openings that you hope to exploit later in the game.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey. Take 4.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Minshew sets to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
38. 52 blast. Cut.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Check, man. Go.
And it's caught. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Yellow.
Just like that. Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
Trying to find John Mechie, and now it's 2nd down.
60 red. Fight, 60. Set, cut.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the
and we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. Here's Tressway now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
17. Let's go.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know
Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call.
We got this.
So Lovie saw things correctly, and he wins that challenge. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room, because they've made some nice adjustments and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston set to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Hale. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So as...
Okay, break.
Check right 54.
Ultra. Hut.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
43. 97. Go.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
One of the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ultra. Go ultra. Stand. Cut.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
53. 43 red.
We won! Come to my work!
Red. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
38. 10 seconds.
They'll look to throw here. He gets this one to Mechie. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Caught left side by Mechie. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Texans, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8.